Food was not there. They didn't have food to eat. What they're going to do? How they will survive? They told children to lie. It's a coastal area, Odisha, so you'll have less mud and more sand. Coastal areas do have sand more. I have been to Paradip. I have seen the destruction. Alia or something had happened. I'm forgetting the name. And one was in 2010-11, which I had gone to Madras. There was one, that tsunami which happened. Oh my God. I have seen a cow hanging on the tree. Huge tree, tall tree, a cow on top. How did it reach there? Dead cow hanging there. I have been to Paradip port because I was in the iron factory and I had to go to take the consignments from the ships which used to come in with South African coal. So I have to go to the docks. Docks means you are just on the sea. So I have seen kilometers and kilometers, no more houses. Broken up, as he was describing, Prashant. Fractured, everything, not even a play field is there. Everything is washed away. Then again after 6 or 7 months again I went and I saw that they started building, they have made a wall, they are trying to make a park for people to come and sit, clearing the place. If you don't clear the place, you won't get people to live. Paradip was dangerous, it was devastated totally. I was feeling so, when I reached that place, I was not getting a hotel to stay. I said, what nonsense is happening here? Then the guy in the hotel, he told me, sir, you go out in the evening and see. I was in this Indian Navy hotel which has collaborated with the docks. A huge party is there. So mostly all the ships, the captains and the stewards and all, they come in and stay at this hotel. So it was a nice one. Food was also good and quite expensive too. So the guys at the hotel told me that, sir, if you go out, you will come to know what is the situation and what happened actually. So you are just in this hotel side, you have to go to the port side. So when I went to the port also, I have seen the docks broken up, chains on this side, that side. But still work is going on. People have to survive, people have to live. Sometimes you don't get food. It happened to me also once, real things happen to you. Helicopter, I'm lying half dead with a dead friend of mine on the ground, 86 feet in the jungle. We had fallen off a cliff. I have told you that. I was in the forces and I saw a helicopter. I heard a sound actually, but I never knew what's happening. How can I, that thing which you see at that time, thinks that this is my life, I'm going to be saved, but I'm not able to get in contact with that person. That moment is very exciting and at times it's very frightening, it's very pathetic. No one wants to die, everyone wants to live. But what happens when a huge wind hits you, you go and hit the wall, you fall, you're dead, you don't even know what happened. Your body is floating within 5-6 minutes. Your body starts floating. Devastation. So these things which occur by natural disasters, it's one of a natural disaster story actually. But life has to go on, people have to survive, we do feel the losses, we try to recreate them, we try to go forward. The losses which people face, the widows are taking care of the children. They must have lost their son, their husband, and taking care of the children. They must have lost their children also. So that love for the children, that child who has lost his parents as well, or brothers and sisters, those mingle up together and they fill in that gap of loss. This is actually what happens. Suppose I have kept 15,000 rupees in my house in the night. I'm going to buy something tomorrow, a surprise for my family, and flood comes, 15,000 goes. I don't get to see where it went. Forget money, lives. You are sleeping, a husband is sleeping with the wife. In the morning he's saying, I am somewhere, and the wife is somewhere, child is somewhere, father is somewhere, mother is somewhere, house is no more. Just imagine that situation. We must thank God, we must pray for keeping us safe so that we don't face anything in life like this. Okay, so we shall go to the question answer. I hope you went to the story and understood the situation. So you have the word meanings here. I will tell you to write down more words which will be more easier for you. Wrought as WROUGHT. And then what do you say, yeah, mostly all are there words, so most of them are there in the book. So you can go through them, learn them properly. Okay, so if I just can brief you up, everything got destroyed. The scene, just try to imagine the scene of destruction, which was horrible. Sitting on the roof, can you imagine? You never forget that. That becomes a very big nightmare in our life, isn't it? That incident which happens with us. You suddenly you sit on the roof and you see water everywhere, dead animals, human bodies floating. What will happen? You eat coconut and survive because you want to live. And you are stuck there, your family is somewhere else, you are at a friend's place. Imagine the situation. 18 kilometers. 18 kilometers I can also walk. That's not a big issue. People walk from here to, when you go for that Baba Dham thing, when this thing happens, Bol Bum or something, yes. People walk from where to where. But walking in water at that time, that situation, destruction, loss, that is something different. That 18 kilometers feels like 180 kilometers. Because you are seeing only destruction, loss, nothing else. Then he tries, the government wants to, when these things happen, natural disasters, these non-government organizations reach there, NGO, the Red Cross is there. Red Cross is from a huge organization, NGO, which comes and helps people during these times. And CRY is also there. Many NGOs are there who come and help people during this, in giving food, clothing. Food is main, and keeping dry is the most important thing during this time. So these are the things which naturally happen at that time. Okay, so we'll keep it till here, and you read through and try to understand the situations. He tries to become, Prashant now becomes the leader of his village. He's trying to assess the damage and danger awaiting for the survivors. All the houses in the village had been washed away. Prashant organized a group of youths of his village. It pressurized the merchant to give some rice. They made fire, cooked the rice. However, the rice was rotting. Next step was to clean the place where you stay. Filth, urine and floating dead bodies. Oh, just imagine. Military helicopters flying away. If you think a military helicopter is going on, we see, look at that helicopter, it's going. We think that it's just flying. People do see. If it's a military helicopter, they're doing some survey. In the forces, you have gadgets, and you just fly, keep on flying, it's giving you all information. You don't have to sit with a binocular from the top and check. Someone sitting in the office is also checking what the helicopter is going through, what are they seeing, and he's also telling him, okay, now you see that place, this is happening. Drones are there, gives us all information. So helicopters, military, generally they don't send drones, they send helicopters to check, because a helicopter can go down quite a lot. Military helicopters are capable of quite a lot of things, they can land anywhere. Children with the plate facing upwards flying said, oh, why is the children lying like that? Okay, they don't have food. They understood that. There are code words. Food was dropped. Once they had given and they never came back, so this time again they made another new plan. I see one helicopter flying over my head, it's hovering on top of me. It's doing so much of noise, leaves and all shaking. I'm down there and I'm looking for help. I don't know how they found me. It's God's grace. He didn't want me to die that day. But 11 of my friends died, including a driver, which was very sad. I got shot. I didn't want to live at that time. My friend's wife had become a widow. He had a child. So whatever I got, I gave it to his family because I was alone at that time. I am alone. And what will I do with my compensation when there is someone who is facing a loss? So I gave it away to that family. And I still keep in touch with them. If they need any help, I obviously go ahead and do it. I have that extra hand in my. I have two hands, but I have an extra hand which my mind creates and it operates. The mind and the heart together. I have given this explanation to you guys as well. So keep it in mind, read the story properly and go through the question answers. In the next class, we'll do the question answers. Okay, I'll tell you the question answers. I will read out a summary type for you, which you can just write down while I'm narrating you the information, or I'm telling you while on my video. You can write it down. Class 9, you have to learn things to do. And question answers also, when I say if you can take down the question answers, pause my video, listen to it again, write it down and find it in your book. Okay, so and hope for the best, and I hope we are going to meet soon. It's already August. Today is the 21st of August, right? So this video you'll be seeing it on Monday, that's 23rd. No, 24th you will be seeing this video. So the weather is quite good, you know, the storm and all and happening. So, and there's an online test as well. I hope you guys have enrolled and got registered. And don't worry, everything is going to be fine. So take care of yourselves. God bless, and bye bye, class 9. See you soon. You'll be seeing me in SST as well. So don't